Righto, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to just cut across this tank and make a shut bite. I'm using the Rick Taylor gouge, and then I'm going to make the dovetail with the Rick Taylor skew gouge. These tools are not available in wood turning shops. I'm cutting a 4,000-year-old piece of kauri from underground here, and I'm going to take it out, turn it over. You'll see what I've done, and I'm going to put it into the chuck. Open the chuck up. Close the chuck up. I'm using the jumbo chuck from Nova, New Zealand. I'm going to put the tailstock in, the point in, just for safety. I don't need to take it away, the tailstock as yet. Do up the chuck. With the tailstock in, that leaves me with two hands to, I don't have to hold on to the blank. And I'm going to face the top of the platter. Put a little bit more pressure on so I'm not in danger. And I'm going to start cutting the top rim of the platter. This wood is very, very dusty because it's been underground for so many years, and we're going to have a little look there. I'm going to rub a little bit of oil on there just to show you the grain. This is going to be a very pretty platter. It's 4,000 years from underground, buried. It's well dry now. But you can see here all the beautiful grain. Now I've taken off the old rough surface from being in the shed for since 2002, and I'm going to carry on using the Rick Taylor. This tool I'm using is a slicer. You'll notice that I've got the handle right up in the air. It's cutting, it's not scraping, it's shear cutting the wood clean. And you'll see all the lovely grain coming around on that. Once I've surfaced the top of the platter, I'm going to come around and do the back of the platter first, and then when I've done the back of the platter, I'm going to come around and do the rim and then work into the platter. So I'm going to work on the back edge. Now you can go uphill or downhill, depending which way the wood piece of it wants to be cut. Usually I'd be wearing a mask, but for a video I'm not wearing the mask, but I'm holding my breath. So, and most of the wood that's coming off here is chips, not dust. There's no sawdust here because it's not a saw. I'm shear cutting. I can breathe again. So what I do is the outside shape Then I come round, I do the inside shape, then I go around the back and I thin it out to a thin platter, not too thin on this stuff because it's so old. But I don't do the whole front first, I do the back, then I do the front and the platter, then I come back and thin it out at the back. Now all I'm doing is just getting the waste off at the moment. Sometimes I will pick up an ordinary bowl gouge. And I'll just rough that. Now on the back of this platter it's very, very rough, and as you heard by the sound it's what we call roughing out or breaking down. But I have a skew gouge, like a skew chisel but a gouge, and I'm going to skew the outside clean. These are finishing tools. And before I put any sandpaper or anything on this, I must skew it clean. And you can't see the skew gouge, but later on I'll put some pictures on, or post some pictures, and you'll be able to see. Now when I come round here to the front, I've taken a lot of the back off now, and I'm going to roll the edge of the platter. Now I can take the most off with a bigger roll gouge. And I can work my way down . When I want to smooth up that, you'll see it's probably, I don't know whether you can see in the video, it's pretty rough because this wood is 4,000 years underground. You'll see it's very porous. I will either pick up my inside finisher, or my gouge as I call it, and I'll spear cut it. And that stays right up in the air. If that doesn't cut it clean, and that's cut it 100% clean, I'll pick up my outside finisher and I'll skew it. I usually only use 2 tools, not 100 tools, and I'll skew that like a skew.